Sorry about that. He's inside the entrance of the Hidden Machina Village during the day. Trades for it with 1-star affinity. And we have completed the category, earning ourselves Good Footing 3. Super. Bitter broccoli. This stays bitter no matter how you cook it. Looks pretty ordinary, though. Once again, kind of like all broccoli. Then we have fruit. We start with a bitter melon. You only need 1 of these. I have 6. If you are short, you can trade for it with Kafaria here in the Hidden Machina Village. She's on the pipe all the way around it at night. That's really the best that I can tell you about that. So, if you're short, you can trade for it with her. Bitter melon. The tangy taste of this melon strengthens as it ripens. Bitter is not the same as tangy. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Then we have a citron gooseberry. You only need 1 of these. You can trade for it with Mixic. I have 9 of them. Mixic is at the entrance of Junks between 2100 and 300 hours. So kind of at night. Kind of. Citron gooseberry. It tastes good at first, but it gets so sour as you chew that you feel sick. 1-star affinity. Most of this stuff is 1-star affinity around here. But then we get a juicy melon. You only need 1 of these. I have 4. You can trade from Carlos, who's at the entrance of the village at night. Juicy melon. The juice of this melon drips like water. Is that a good thing? I'm not entirely sure. It sounds like a coconut, maybe. But then we have an amethyst melon. This one's a little bit harder to get. You only need 1 of these. I have 7. But if you are short, Xylex at Junks anytime. We'll trade for it. However, you need 4-star affinity in the region, which I do have now, right? Last I checked, I had 4. I might have 5 now since I turned in a couple quests afterwards, but 4-star affinity in the region in order for this to show up. The reason for that is that it's a really good gift for Melia. So I'm happy that I have 6 of these to spare. She'll be getting a couple of those off screen, but that is something that I have plenty of right now. So drop the 1 onto the Collectopaedia, complete the category for fruit, and we get HP Steel 3. Not as good as it sounds, but it could be. It's just the numbers need to work out a little bit better for me. Amethyst melon. Esteemed as a dessert fruit, but also highly valued as a decorative plant. So it's pretty, which might explain why she likes it. Next up, we have the Jujube Silver. You only need 1 of these. I have 9. If you're short, though, you can trade for them from Orcatix. He's, or she, I get so confused with the Machina names. Orcatix is northwest of Junks anytime. 1-star affinity for that trade. Jujube Silver. A shiny metallic flower of real beauty that only grows on Mechonis. These are all flowers, but they're Mechon flowers. Next up is the Black Blossom. You only need 1 of these. I have 7. If you are short, Raxet trades for them. I think Raxet was a guy. Raxet is southwest of Junks a lot. That little island thing, right? Pretty much all the time. Probably best if I say during the day, though. Between 9 p.m. and 12 p.m., Raxet goes away. But they're a lot. Black Blossom. A small, sharp black flower, widespread but not well liked. Then we have Abyss Heather. I only need 1 of these. I have 7. That seems to be a common number today. If you're short, though, Shilks, who is near the shops in the Hidden Machina Village during the day. We'll trade for them at 1-star affinity. Abyss Heather, a purple metal flower whose light keeps others away. Interesting. Then we have a Delirium Foxglove. This one is also a difficult one to find. You only need 1. I only have 1. If you are short, which you very well might be, it's a tough trade, and one that I'm not sure I have access to right now. It's a 5-star affinity trade with Rizaka, who's at the Ether Light during the day. The reason for that is that it's a really good gift for Fiora. Still going to put this one down here, though. I have a lot of affinity I want to get with Fiora, but I'm still going to put down the Delirium Foxglove. Completing the category of flowers. Getting ourselves Auto Heal Up 3, which I've never cared about. Delirium Foxglove. Delicate black flower of great rarity that takes its nutrients from charcoal. Then we have parts. We have a gold condenser. You only need one of these. I have two, which works out great. If you're short on these, you can trade for them from Zarkort, who is the guy south on the platform below digit 2 with Theo. He's the Machina there. 1-star trade with him. He's there all the time. If you're short on gold condensers. Gold condenser. It's metallic and thus conductive. One hesitates to use it, though. Not necessarily the case, not all. You know what, we're moving on. Purple lamp. You only need one of these. I have 16. Hooray. This is relatively easy to get, obviously, but if you are short, it's a 2-star affinity trade with Voltac, who's on the top floor of Junks all the time. Purple lamp. A lamp that emits a purple light. Its glow is profoundly mysterious. Then we have the Crimson Gear. You only need one of these. I have 11. It's a 2-star trade with Xylex, who's in Junks anytime. Crimson Gear. Oh, no, we have completed the parts category, getting ourselves first attack +3. Crimson Gear. A lovely red gear wheel. No one has any idea what it's for, though. That's great. You guys are made of these things, aren't you? And then the final line, we have our Red Frontiers. You need 3 of these total. I believe I've already turned in the Red Frontiers. If not, I have just as many as I need. So 3 Red Frontiers total. They are hard to get. It's a 5-star trade with Rizaka, which is kind of throwing me off because that's the same as the Delirium Foxglove, but that's what I have in my notes. 5-star trade with Rizaka, who's at the Ether Light during the day. I'll double check that, to be honest. Charla looked wild as she named it. A weird red brick tougher than iron. So she named it a Red Frontier. Okay. Then we have the Darkness Bottle. You only need one of these. I have 9. These are a little bit more difficult to find. 2-star trade with Vronic. He's inside the entrance of the Machina village during the day, but he'll trade for it. Darkness Bottle. Melia named this proudly. Darker and deeper than the night. And then finally we have the Bud of Eternity. You only need one of these. I have 10. This is tradable from Zekit, who's at the Ether Light in the Machina village at night. 2-star trade from him, though. As a result, we have completed the category for Strange, getting ourselves Art Seal Resist 3. And we have completed the area as a whole, earning ourselves a Cosmic Nibbler. We'll see how cosmic it is a little later. Bud of Eternity. Dunban smiled as he named this. Beautifully lush. Doesn't answer a lot of questions for me, though. Next up, we have Galahad Fortress. The first thing that we need here is a Wheel Lurker. This is a bug. You only need one of these. I have 5. If you are short on them, Mixic, who is at the entrance of Junks at night, 2100 to 300. Right at midnight is your best bet. But 2-star trade from Mixic will get you the Wheel Lurker. Dwells in the cogs of machinery. Its secretions clog the wheels. Moving on, Ultramarine Ant. These were one of the easiest things to find, if memory serves me correctly. You only need one of them. I have 10. We didn't spend a lot of time in the Galahad Fortress. But if you are short on these, Prox, who is north of the Ether Light in the Hidden Machina village at night, will trade for these at 2-star affinity. A lot of these are going to be the 2-star affinity, but that's how you get the Ultramarine Ant. And we've completed the category, earning ourselves Terrain Defense 2, Ultramarine Ant, an Azure Ant, with giant jaws, toils stoically for its queen. Are a lot of ants, like, emotional about it? What do you mean stoically? Alright, whatever. Next up, we do have the Locust Spring. You only need one of these. They are tradable from Orcatix, who's northwest of Junks anytime. At 2-star affinity, he'll start trading those. Or she. Once again, I can't remember. You only need one. I have 4. Put that down. Locust Spring. a bouncy spring that seems alive. Hard to know where it'll bounce next. Then we have the Art Core Coil. Remember, I went out of my way to get these in the second turbine room, but you have to remember that they only show up after you use the self-destruct device. But I think they'll always be there if you're short on them. I have 5. I think I only need 3 total. I think I still need the 3 that I have, but we have that done. Art Core Coil. Strange blue metal artifact. I'm not sure if that's how they spell it in Britain. It might be. Strange blue metal artifact. Hard to believe it's machine made. Then we have a tail antenna. You only need 1 of these. If you are short, I have 6, so I'm not short. You can trade for them from Eyes, who's outside the Hidden Machina village all the time. He trades for them at 2-star affinity. Let's pop down to the tail antenna. Completing the category of parts. Giving ourselves agility down 3. Tail antenna. Cute like a cat's tail. It has a distinctive rigid form. Then we have Hunger Crash. You only need 1 of these. I have 5. If you're short on them, Theo, who is on that platform south of Digit 2, below Digit 2. He's there all the time. He'll trade for it at 2-star affinity. These are really nice for Rhine. Really nice for Rhine, so happy to have 5 of these. I'll try trade for more. Let's plop down the one that I do have here. Hunger Crash. Rhine named this with satisfaction, a juicy food that quickly fills you up. What is it? Moving on. We get a Splish Splash. Now this one's a little weird. This is the one that I can't necessarily tell you where to find. It's in the Galahad Fortress. I would recommend checking the wiki if you're short on it. You only need 1. I have 5. If, for whatever reason, you can't go to the Galahad Fortress or you refuse to go there, the farm back on Colony 6, the special level 2 farm, will occasionally give them to you, but it's harder to get them there, but you can get them there. Let's put down the Splish Splash. Completing the category, earning ourselves Ether Up 3, useful. And we have completed the area, earning ourselves an Arcos Pike. With slots, we'll have to check that later, but we are done there. So let's move on to the harder one, the Fallen Arm. There's a lot of things that we need a lot of in order to make this fully complete, but looks like I have at least 1 of everything, so I will complete everything here. First up, we have the Sour Turnip. I'm going to need 4 of these total. I have 14, so I don't know if I turn those in, but I think I'll be fine. If you're short on these, Elika, who is at the entrance of the Hidden Machina village during the day, will trade for these at 3-star affinity. So you better do some quests if you want these. But apparently they're easy to find. Sour Turnip. More astringent than sour, really. Considered tasty in some regions. Apparently not here. Then we have the Golden Beetroot. You only need 1 of these. I have 16. If you are short on these, though, Kazat, who's at the entrance of the village during the day, will trade for these at 3-star affinity. And we have completed the category once more, earning ourselves Muscle Up 4, Golden Beetroot, a beetroot variety considered the best on Mechonis. Harvested frozen. How do you... I don't understand a lot of things today. White Plum. You need 4 of these. I have 14. If you are short on them, though, Prox, who's north of the Aetherlight at night, here in the Hidden Machina village, will trade for them at 3-star affinity. White Plum, a tangy fruit with a white pulp, a mouth-watering sight. Then we have the Ice Kiwi fruit. You only need 1 of these, but I have 9, which is really nice because they're really good gifts for Ricky. If you are short on them, though, you can trade for them from Natalia, who's on the stairs leading to Junks at night. That's a 3-star affinity trade, which I will probably be using a lot because Ricky does need some help. So, Ice Kiwi fruit. A cool kiwi that clears the head, helps you to study at night. I think I know somebody in Colony 9 that could use it, but I'm not giving any over. Ricky gets all of them. Then we have the Spicy Papaya. I need 6 of these. I have 20. Spicy Papaya can be traded for from Eyes, who's outside the Machina village anytime. He'll trade for it at 3-star affinity. Let's put down the spicy papaya. Warms your body to the core. Good for poor circulation. Okay, I've heard that theory before. I have no idea if it's true or not. But we also have a large mango. You only need one of these. I have 12. I've done a lot of collecting here on Fallen Arm. I need it, maybe. If you're short on these, Neonic, who's south of the Ether Light during the day, will trade for it at 3-star affinity. But putting this one down completes the category, earning ourselves Heat Sink 3. We're getting quite a few of these heat sinks. That will be nice. And maybe I can move Charlotte over to another weapon, depending on if they gave me a better one than what I have. Because one of the reasons that the one that I have is equipped is because it has a Heat Sink 2 on it naturally. Large mango. The fruit attracts bugs, but it's too bitter for people to eat anyway. Well, then why don't you call it a bitter mango instead of a large mango? Alright, anyway. Animals. Oil oysters. You need 4 of these total. I have 20. If you are short on them, though, you can trade for them with Shilks, who is around the shops in the Hidden Machina village during the day. He trades for it at 3-star affinity. Oil oyster. A beautiful oyster. The color of its shell changes when hit by light. Also, when I put it down, it sounds like a mouse. Then we have a dark fish. You only need one of these. I know I got way more than that. I got 14 dark fish. If you are short on these, Theo, who, if you remember, is on the platform south and below digit 2 anytime, he will trade for these at 3-star affinity. Dark fish. A highly acrobatic swimmer. A big tank is needed if you make it a pet. Why would I do that? Then we have an ether penguin. That's something that I would like as a pet. Apparently these things are common. You only need one. I have 19. If you are short on these, you can trade for them with Mixic, who's at the entrance to Junks at midnight. It's an overtrade though, and it's 15,840 gold of an overtrade, about 16,000. So I hope you found one. They're apparently pretty common for me. Ether penguin. This penguin has distinctive blue eyes, but still looks intimidating. Is that a Final Fantasy VII soldier reference? I think that's a soldier reference. You can't sneak that by me. Then we have a rainbow slug. You need 3 of these total. These are really good. I only have 2, which sucks because you can't like you can't trade for them. They only show up at night on the Fallen Arm. I recommend checking the wiki, which I'll probably be doing when I try to get the rest of the rainbow slugs. But we'll plop this one down. They're a really good gift for Shulk, though, which is a problem for me. I have other ways of giving him a gift, but I was hoping to get more avenues for me to go through. Rainbow slug is plopped down, though, so we have completed the category of animal, getting Gemini boots in the process. No slots on them, though. Rainbow slug. This slug sticks crystals to its body, thus giving it a rugged look. It attracts all the ladies that way. Then we have poisonous corals. Remember, I did need 4 of these. I turned all of them in already. I have 3 to spare. Well, technically 2 to spare. These are found best on digit 2, primarily at night. There are a couple places where they'll spawn during the day, but I couldn't figure out how to get to those places without dying, so I would recommend doing it at night. Poisonous coral, exceedingly rare coral that breathes half seawater and half poison water. Is it poisonous around here? Weird. Poison ivy. You only need one of these. I have 16. These are a little bit difficult to find as well. It is a trade with Prox, who is north of the Ether Light at night. It's a 17,160 gold overtrade with Prox, but apparently it's not that hard to find. Poison ivy, a deep purple ivy that looks like it might be insanely poisonous. Why am I carrying these around then? Next up we have an amber leaf. You only need one of these. I have 17. If you are short on them though, Carlos, who is at the entrance to the village at night, will give you this if you overtrade with him by 6,600 gold. But apparently, once again, they're not that hard to find. Amber Leaf completes the nature category, getting ourselves Blaze Defense 4. Amber colored leaf so smooth, it's hard to grip. Then we have a warning lamp. I need 4 of these total. I don't believe I've turned this quest in yet. So I need 4 now. I have 10, so it'll be fine. If you're short on these, though, Natalia, who's on the stairs leading to Junks at night, will give these to you with an overtrade of 10,560 gold. So round up to 11,000. Warning lamp. A lamp that shines on low power. Fragile, though, so it breaks easily. Then we have the digital filament. You need 6 of these total. I believe I've already turned that in. I have a lot to spare. These are actually a really good gift for Shulk, which is nice because I don't have any rainbow slugs to spare. But the digital filament is tradable. We went over this before with Orcatix, who's on the western wall of the Hidden Machina Village at any time. It's an overtrade of about 12,000, 11,880 gold overtrade. But putting down the digital filament completes the category, earning ourselves a muscle up 4. Digital filament, a part for stable current distribution, emits a suspicious purple glow. Then we have a Star Cute. Star Cute, I only need 1 of these. I have 6. Not as many as I thought I did, though. If you are short on these, Eyes will give it to you. He's outside the Hidden Machina Village anytime. It's an overtrade of 21,120 gold. That might not be an overtrade you can do, so I hope you can find one, or you have some really expensive stuff. Star Cute. Fiora named this in a flurry. Deep green stardust. Can I have a little bit more of a description? Probably not. Summer Star. You only need 1 of these. I have 19. Wow. If you're short on these, though, Raxit, who's on the island southwest of Junks most of the time, let's say during the day, we'll give this to you with an overtrade of 11,880, so essentially 12,000. But apparently they're not hard to find either. And we've completed the category. Earning ourselves a Strength Up 4 gem. And we have completed the area, earning ourselves Taurus Greaves. No slots on those, though. Summer Star. Shulk named this admiringly even. So tangy it makes you laugh. And we have completed so much. We can't do Bionis' interior yet. There's no way to get those. And the other, well, that takes a long time to unlock as well. So we're making significant progress. We have so many collectibles. With that said, though, I feel the need to start trading them and seeing if I can raise the affinity between my party a little bit. Let's see what my affinity is now and where I want it to go. So, Hidden Machina Village, I'm still at 4-star affinity. We haven't finished everything yet, so any of those 5-star trades I can't do just yet. Still have some stuff to do in Upper Bionis and the Colony 6 area, but we'll take care of that eventually. What I care about is here. So Shulk is very nice to everybody. Shulk has blue affinity on Ricky and Melia. I believe I do want to raise that one up to purple should I get the opportunity. I don't think I want to get pink hearts on necessarily anybody yet because, well, the heart-to-hearts aren't necessarily available to me yet. Ryan needs some work. He's at least up to green with Fiora, but the blues I probably want to get up to purples on him. With Melia, obviously I need more work with Fiora. We'll see if we can't get the rest up to purple. Same with Dunban. We'll see if we can't get up to purple. We do have green on Fiora, so that's a good start. Fiora, unfortunately, has so much work to do. We'll see if we can't get everybody at least up to green. That's a good start, at least. And maybe we'll get up to purple with Rhine or Dunban. We'll have to see what's available, what I actually want to start focusing on with Fiora, because I'll probably need to focus. With Charla, she's pretty damn good with everybody. Maybe a little bit more with Dunban, but that might happen naturally as I go through the plot, because I usually bring them along. Fiora, though, that needs some work. Ricky, he needs some work as well, so we're going to try to get all those blues up to purples. It's pretty much everybody except for Fiora and Charla. So, a little bit of work to do there. I will be trading off screen once more, and I will be back.